I can't believe I am about to say this as a lifelong Aldi hater. Aldi is the place to be in 2024 for the highest quality, best price groceries, hands down.
Do you agree?
Yes.
But before you go, make sure you remember two things: your bags and a quarter. All right, you ready? So the first deal you're gonna notice, pineapples, $1.89. One of the best deals you will find anywhere, grass-fed, grass-finished beef for $5.29. Absolutely incredible. This is probably the one reason it's worth it coming here. And they have an entire section of organic fruits for a fraction of the cost. So these raspberries are $3.29. These are like $6 at our local Publix. Strawberries, a little bit more expensive, but still worth it. And also a great price on organic blueberries. So we will stock up in this section. So everything that you see right here was $117. It might not look like a lot of food, but it's very high quality, and I actually think it's more than you might initially realize. So we'll go through it, but for $117, and this would make up about 85% of all of our groceries. There are certain things like eggs we won't buy at Aldi just because they're not very good, but this stuff is tried and true, and I highly recommend everyone making Aldi a stop every single week. So we'll jump straight in here. We got 2 bundles of organic bananas. These might not even last an entire week in this household. The entire family loves them. Griffin eats at least one a day. And you all know if you can find food that your 1-year-old will eat, you're gonna buy it time and time again. Grapes, not a huge fan, but these cotton candy ones, very delicious. We got some organic honey. Honey has gotten so expensive nowadays. I think this was like $5 at Aldi, so a much better value than other places. Pineapple, I eat so much pineapple, usually 3 to 4 per week, so to have this for less than $2, this is a fruit every single person should be eating. As we know, fruits are a little bit more expensive, specifically berries, but pineapple, great value. Organic raspberries, the fact that I can buy them at Aldi for half the price as other stores, I'm gonna pick these up every time, in addition to their organic strawberries. I do think organic fruits are very important. I think if you can afford it, then it's probably worth going the extra mile and picking up organic when you're able to. Organic blueberries, again, just a really, really great value that we always go for. Let's talk about the protein, my favorite subject. As I alluded to earlier, the grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef is an incredible value at around $5 a pound. I wish it was USA raised, but again, for half the cost, I will still buy White Oak Pastures from Publix because I like to support farms like that. But still, when you eat as much as we do, so we got 5 pounds to get us through the week, it's worth saving a little bit of money. Now, this is not grass-fed, grass-finished, so I try not to eat any of this, but we do want to make some teriyaki, so we got this in a pinch. And their ground chicken, ground turkey, it isn't the best. So we typically buy our chicken and turkey elsewhere, but we wanted to make something, so we picked this up. We got some grass-fed cheese. We picked up some organic frozen broccoli and organic frozen green beans. $1.25, I think, a bag. You're just never going to get a much better value. Sweet potatoes, we'll make this entire bag for Griffin and he will finish it before the week is up. We got some green onion, and we try not to eat any bread at all, but when we do, sourdough. Incredible macronutrients on this, as well as the ingredient profile. It's just wheat flour, sea salt, sourdough culture. That's it. So it's much less processed than most everything else out there. And that is the entire week of groceries. Now, I know you're thinking like, that's not even a lot of food, and that's what I think every single week, but I really stick to mostly just meat and fruit. So this gets me pretty far, and I'll kind of show you what this looks like when I put everything together. So let's go ahead and get the ground beef made. I'll make 4 out of the 5 pounds now for our lunches, which means I'll eat 3.5 pounds. Megan will eat half a pound, usually how it turns out, but it's so much better just having it already made. So if you're gonna have a diet like this, I would highly recommend having everything prepped. As you see, there are no real snacks, so you get hungry and then you get grumpy because there's nothing readily available, and then usually you start to make bad food decisions. So if you can already have it prepared, you're gonna be much more likely to adhere to your eating protocol. And even something as simple as steaming my green beans for my lunches, I like to just have it all done with so there's no work to do throughout the week. also like to have my pineapple cut, which is kind of a pain to be honest, but it's so much more affordable to buy it this way than buying it pre-sliced. So in 10 minutes, I can slice up 3 of these things, and it ends up being very worth it when it's all said and done. So lunch is done. We've got the ground beef, we've got the pineapple and the green beans. We are going to also wash some of this fruit. So we use Truly Free fruit and veggie wash. Super, super easy. All you have to do, spray it just like this, let it sit for 15 seconds, and then we will rinse it off. And I like to have some of this chopped because one, I'm impatient, but also Griffin is even more impatient. And if you have kids, when they want something to eat, they're not waiting. So having this ready to grab and go is a lifesaver. We are officially moving on to breakfast, and hopefully this looks very familiar. If not, better go back and watch my last video. And if you did happen to try out last week's egg bites I showed you, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you all are loving them just as much as I do. And we are officially done. Let me take these out of the oven, and I hope no one thinks that this is something like I enjoy or that I have all this extra time, but I do feel that it is extremely important, making sure that I'm financially responsible as well as making sure that my health stays intact. So we've got our egg bites looking absolutely incredible. As we look into the refrigerator, you will see we are fully stocked. We've got kiwis, we've got grapes, we've got blueberries, apples, oranges, raspberries all ready to go, prepped food, pineapple. Griffin has his little muffins that Megan makes him every single week. And it's just, I guess it's part of our family values to make sure that we're taking care of our bodies, taking care of our minds, and taking an hour out of my week just seems like a good return on investment. And we are done. I will be doing no more cooking throughout the week. The kitchen is clean, we're good to go. Megan will make some family dinners that we will all eat together. But other than that, it feels so good to have it all done. And I think Aldi is a great place to be able to do all this at a very affordable price. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. A lot of people have also told me to check out Lidl or Lidl, whatever it's called. Maybe I'll do that if I can find one close by. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Talk to you next time.